Hey, you guys remember the Chaperone 2011?
Yeah. Is this the start of the episode?
Sure, why not? It can be edited at any point.
Yeah, I do remember it. I had to watch this. It wasn't the worst movie I've ever seen.
How, how do we explain about this movie? Because it's just a bunch of shit happening.
Yeah, I have never seen a movie with this many scenes and this many things that happen in like the first, I don't know, 20 minutes. And it just doesn't stop. That pace doesn't stop.
Listen, man, he just wants to be an honest man.
He does want to be an honest man.
He
But
truly does.
so just some stuff about this movie. This is a 2011 movie by WWE Studios, hitmakers of The Marine through The Marine. How many are there? You've probably seen all
Oh
of them.
gosh, there's 12 rounds. There's 12 rounds two. What else is there? Fucking. At this point, I think Scorpion King. I think that was a WWE film. See No Evil.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if the horror movie where Kane gets his dick out.
Yeah, we should do
Uh,
that at some point because that's 2006. But
There's no way
is
the
that
Scorpion
well?
King
If
gets
it's this
fucking
year,
dick.
then it's gonna be like an actual storyline. I
yes,
remember that.
yes, it is an actual storyline. Oh,
Okay, all right. Well, get excited, listeners, for our breakdown of the movie where Kane gets his dick out and they make an angle out of it.
yeah, and I'm
Uh,
sure when we get to 2011, we'll make all the rest of the boys watch Chaperone live react while Martin gets sad. He
yeah,
goes, I don't
they
want to watch
won't.
it.
Also, these lazy fuckers refuse to do anything but a live react, and this is not a live react movie. And everybody tried to fight with me when I'm the only motherfucker that saw this.
I just
And I,
didn't want to watch it.
yeah, I know that's what happened. But fuck you guys. That's not how this works. The people need content. We've had one live react, and they'll never get aired because Ty's a coward. Anyway,
Well, this is we had three live reacts.
oh, okay.
You were
Listen, the
only on
other
one.
ones also, yeah, the other ones also aren't gonna get aired. Don't
Funny.
worry about that. Ty
Yeah,
literally fell asleep on one of
live
them.
reacts don't get
We
aired.
will definitely release redacted.
Okay, so Ty, if you could throw the poster of this movie up.
Yeah,
The poster of this movie looks just horrible.
yeah. He's
The,
just
this
shrugging his arms.
this Photoshop Triple H doesn't even look like Triple H. His arms look cartoonishly jacked, even for him. I didn't notice the two guys on top of the bus before.
Yeah, man.
This is a PNG of from like 7 pixels. The tagline of this movie, which I've just seen because it's in 7-point font at the bottom, is her dad did time. Now he wants quality time.
Hmm, that's rough.
But she don't want that time. She says, "Get away
She,
from me, Dad."
it's true, and she's right. But also real quick, the guy that directed this also directed Bill and Ted and the Mighty Ducks.
What?
Yeah, the writer of this movie has no other credits on IMDb.
Now we're talking about the Mighty Ducks, the hockey film, not the
Yes,
Mighty Cool animated space adventure.
He also
no,
did
the
101 Dalmatians, the live action one.
That one, the first one, right, from the '90s.
Yeah,
That one was okay.
this is nuts.
does somebody want to guess what the budget of this movie is?
I'm gonna
uh,
guess 2.5 million, Martin.
I'm gonna say 20 mil.
$6.3 million
Ah,
dollars. I don't
I
know
was
where.
closer.
I do not know where all that money went. I'm gonna be honest.
pre-production costs are fun, dude.
Honestly, probably all the AAA.
Yeah, probably did just all go to Hunter,
Did
huh?
this go straight to DVD or was it a box office?
Well, I have a box office
All right,
figure.
all
Do you
right.
want to guess what the box
Ooh.
office number is?
Give me. All right, so it was 6 mil.
Yeah.
Let's go 5 mil.
Okay.
You got Triple H. He's a draw, right? He's the
Hey,
game.
yeah, Emerald. How many people do you think came out to see Triple H be a dad?
I want to say they didn't even pass 1 million.
Oh
$279,147.
no!
Whoo!
Oh no! How
Whoo!
long was
That is
it?
a bomb.
Oh no!
This may be why this movie is for free on YouTube, which is how I watched it. Just
Um, so we are recording, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, one Triple H, completely shaven face, 100% cursed. How could they
Agreed.
do that to him
Agreed. Strong agree. With the long hair.
with the long hair?
It is
Like,
very bizarre.
I keep my face shaven the best I can. I also have long hair, probably longer than Triple H has in this movie. I look better than that.
Yeah,
And
no,
I'm
you do not look cursed like this.
Yeah, I'm not a handsome person, but I look way better than
Disagree.
that.
Disagree, but you do look better than this.
And also I don't recognize anybody else in this movie except maybe we haven't gotten there yet, but the teacher, and I think I recognize the girl who plays the daughter. She looks sort of familiar, but I can't put my finger
Yeah.
on.
So the daughter's from like Modern Family, and then you got what?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right. Now I see it. She's just younger in this.
yeah, and then you got
2011.
Lisa Simpson as the principal
Teacher.
teacher. Is it a
Teach.
teacher?
Yes, it's a teacher. Come on, dude.
Okay.
Follow the lore.
My bad, dog.
Okay. What has she been in? Cause she's a weird one.
The Simpsons. And
Oh.
this.
Ah.
I
'Cause
think
I don't. This actress, her eyes very close together, and her acting wooden.
Hey, what is that supposed to mean? Never.
Lisa Simpson is the Carlito of the Chaperone. Emerald said it.
I do like the bus driver stoner who's just like, huh,
Huh?
huh, what?
So,
Okay.
how would you
Yeah,
guys
go
describe
ahead.
this plot? Because
Oh, I've got a stream of consciousness of this whole movie written down. Don't worry.
I just remember bits and pieces because it's just a bunch of just scenes. There's no like, is there a cohesive story or is it just a bunch of bits?
Uh, I mean,
Mm,
he
define
wants his,
cohesive story.
he
Okay.
wants his daughter to not hate him.
Yeah.
Does he do a good job?
No, but well, we'll get to that at the end. But
Okay.
no, he doesn't do a very good job.
So here's the backstory: is that Ray played by Triple H, just got out of prison. He was in there for 7 years because he took the fall for his bank robbing group, his payday gang, because he was the getaway driver, and he took the fall for all of them. Didn't rat him out. Finally gets out. His family hates him because he went away for 7 years for doing that,
Oh.
and in prison he changed. He wants to just be a good dad, make his family proud. Doesn't want to get back into that life.
Yeah, it seems as though what has changed his life is he keeps calling into this radio psychology show.
He tries to do a shit. What Frasier? He tries to be in Frasier, but they couldn't get Frasier.
Yeah, so he calls into this psychology lady, and also he reads a lot of books in prison. Important note for later, one of them is about dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Triple H loves dinosaurs. And in prison, he has the Triple H hair and beard. But when he gets out and goes into his fucking shitty hovel that he lives in for a while, he cuts off, in this dirty-ass sink, his entire beard. So there's just a bunch of hair in that drain now. That's
Yep.
disgusting. He clogged that thing for sure. That's not nice, Mr. H.
That pipe was clogged when he got there.
Oh, 100%. Also, his old bank robbing buddy came up to see him after he was leaving prison. Like, hey, Ray, come on, dude, let's go do a crime again.
I
And
owe you one.
Yeah, and Triple H is like, I'm just Ray now, so
Give me
I
your
want to
car."
drive. So his friend gets out of this really fancy car for some reason instead of just shifting over the passenger seat. And Triple H gets in, locks the door, and steals this guy's car.
What? What?
Yeah, so
It's just
Triple
nuts,
H.
man.
Yeah, so Triple H just has a nice car now, and his bank robber's like, "Aw, man, come on. I guess that's fair, though." As Triple H steals a car right outside of a prison, by the way. But Triple H then pulls up to a nice house, one of the, I don't know, 3 shots that aren't just a hotel or some bridge in New Orleans in this whole movie, or a bus,
Yeah.
and holds a teddy bear and mumbles something about how he's the inventor of his future or whatever, which I assume he learned on the radio. I don't know. And
Yeah.
his ex-wife opens the door and is like, "Why are you here? Get the fuck away. We don't want you here anymore. Also, this is my doctor boyfriend or whatever."
Yeah. Good old balding Marvin.
Marvin?
Yeah,
Yeah,
his name's
that's yeah.
yeah,
I just think.
yeah, yeah. She's
Oh,
like, "I
man.
have a job now and he's a doctor and you were in jail and didn't talk to us. Go
Oh,
away."
Ty, your reaction right there to the guy's name, literally Triple H's reaction in the movie
Yeah.
when he meets him.
Marvin?
Marvin? It was something.
If it was a more epic movie, he would have called him a Martian, and they would have laughed about it.
Damn.
Oh, this movie's pretty epic. We'll get to how epic it gets
Okay.
in a little bit. But yeah, just on that note, a giant freak of a man
Mm-hmm.
interacting with normal people, truly incredible.
Truly incredible.
Yeah, anyway, so his ex-wife, who has a name, I'm sure, and I don't remember.
I don't either.
It's like,
Let me
go away, dude. He's like, well, alright. And then his daughter pulls up from somewhere, his tween daughter,
Yep.
and then is like, "Dad, you didn't talk to me. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want your stupid bear. Get away from me." He's like, "Wow, dude, come on. We had a handshake." And then she tells him to fuck off and leaves.
Yep.
And we've skipped through, I think, about actually 8 or 9 scenes already, and we're maybe 10, 15 minutes into this thing.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah,
pace of this movie is truly incredible.
Oh yeah.
rewatching this on 2 times speed, like, I can't follow it. I don't know what's happening. Is that Seth MacFarlane? I don't know, man.
It is not Seth MacFarlane.
Let's just say it is.
It does kind of look like Seth though. He's a bit wider.
We're not trying to live react though. We're not actually watching anything.
Yeah, this guy, yeah, the cop does look like wide Seth MacFarlane, doesn't he? Anyway, we cut to the school that I guess daughter goes to. I think her name is Sally.
Yeah, Sally. She goes to something junior high.
Yeah, so 2 kids are fighting because one lit a firework off in another kid's ear.
Mhm.
Oh,
And
man.
Don't
this
do
does-
that, kids.
Yeah, this does not deafen the child. But
Yeah.
Ray is there unaccounted for, just wandering around as an adult at this junior high school in 2011 and hasn't been arrested yet.
Yep.
And he just grabs these 2, like, I don't know, 12-year-old kids and separates them and starts talking about how Sun Tzu doesn't want you to fight and also macrame is cool.
Yeah, the red-haired bully kid is like, you know Sun Tzu? It's like, and Triple H is like, who hasn't? It's like, and for the rest of the movie, all that kid does is quote Sun Tzu, and then admits he's only read the Cliff Notes.
Yo,
And he
based.
runs an illegal fireworks ring.
Yes.
Yeah, there's so much going on here. And the daughter's teacher, Lisa Simpson, shows up. Like, "Oh, hey, thank you for doing that," instead of being like, "Why are you a large adult grabbing these children? Please stop."
Yep.
And Ray is about to say he spent 7 years in the clink, and his daughter's like, "In government work."
Yeah. In federal government work instead of federal prison.
What's
Yes.
she gonna do when it's bring your dad to school day? You know, like
Oh, well, Dad is going to come to school here
oh, sweet.
because Lisa Simpson says, "Hey, we have a field trip, like, tomorrow.
Oh, sick.
You're her dad. I'm sure of that, you strange adult man that weighs 300 pounds and could kill everybody here."
We're
That
short on
manhandled two-
chaperones.
Yeah. We're going to a dinosaur exhibit at an art museum in New Orleans. Nobody in this movie talks like with a southern accent at all. You would in no way know this is in Louisiana if they didn't tell you that.
I didn't even realize.
I'm from Louisiana.
They took a bus from school to this thing, so they can't be that far out of New Orleans. They're in Louisiana somewhere, but you do not get Cage and Triple H here. It's upsetting. And then that scene just hard cuts because no scene in this movie just like flows into the other ones. It's just a series of things that happen.
Yep.
And Triple H is back at his shitty motel apartment, whatever the hell it is. I don't know how he has this with, I think, no money. But his buddy says, like, hey, Ray, you're a good driver. Why do you live here? Here's some money. Uh, you know, you should do crime again.
Yeah, come on, we got a bank. It'll be easy, in and out. And
And-
then
and-
Triple H grabs this uh, my cousin Vinny looking motherfucker, pulls him into the apartment, slams him against the wall, and then punches the wall. Now, I don't know about you listeners, but when you punch a wall, it just leaves a hole. But in this movie, they decide to leave a perfect indent of Triple H's fist into the wall to show you that he is mad and means business.
And that he is built different. He's built for tough, and he will get through that wall.
Yeah, he punches right through that wall. And apparently I made him a... I think actually this is where he meets Marvin, because he's back at the house again. And this is where I write down that Marvin lives here. So, he gets yelled at again. And ex-wife is like, fuck you, I made a life without you. Ray, for some reason, says that's not fair to say things like that when he's been in prison for 7 years and hasn't done anything for them, but whatever. And she's like, get a job. And then it just hard cuts to a montage of Ray trying to get a job. And here's where we get some epic jokes.
Yeah.
He's in some kind of car repair shop. He's like, I can fix anything. I'm a great car guy.
Anything on
And
4 wheels.
yeah, and the guy's like, hey, what about a smart car? Do you guys remember smart cars?
That's not a real car.
From 2011, the
Holy
smart
shit.
car
Yeah,
craze?
they did show a smart car.
Somebody on my street had one. It was pretty cool.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
someone at my work
Yeah.
used to have one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a little orange little thing. Then yeah, and then Ray's like, that's not a real car. The guy's like, what about
a hybrid?
what about a hybrid engine? Ray's like, a hybrid? What? Uh-oh. And
Like
I
a
guess-
smart Hummer?
Yes, a smart Hummer. Good joke. I forgot about that
My
one.
smummer.
Yeah, yeah. Hunter cannot
You can't
fix
just say that.
Hunter cannot fix the smummy. It seems.
This.
Yes. Now
Come
he's at a
on, guys.
vegetarian restaurant where he's interviewing or something. The guy's like, "So this is where we keep our wheatgrass and our fungus." And Ray's like, "Yeah, but where's the meat?" Hehe. The guy's
So
like,
no meat, but
No.
you got fungus. We got fungus.
They're like, "Yeah." And epic 2011 humor.
Yeah.
And then he just doesn't get a job because then he's just calling the radio psychologist again,
Yep.
and he's like,
From a
"Hey,
payphone.
yeah, from a payphone." He's like, "Hey, from I think a bus station or an airport.
Yes.
I don't
Bus
know.
station.
It's a really big fucking. It's the nicest bus station I've ever seen outside of like the Soviet Union, but." But he calls the radio psychologist again and is like, "Hey, my wife and daughter seem to just be happier without me." And he's correct.
Yeah.
But radio psychologist lady is like, "No, you're their dad. You should be there for them."
Remember that. You're their dad.
And then we cut back to Ray's apartment motel thing and it's on fire. And
Which
I
100% thought his ex-con buddies did that so that he would have nothing and get him back in the game. But surprisingly, no. It was just a shitty apartment. Like, the shot they show, it's not even like an apartment building. It is just like a concrete, like the beginnings of a building.
How much
It's
do you
just
think the rent
concrete.
was?
$2.
I mean, yeah, he just got out of federal prison and has no money. It can't be more than 5 cents.
My
then Ray
house.
starts- And then Ray starts laughing, and the cop's like, "Why are you laughing that your apartment burned down?" He's like, "Well, it
It's
can't get
ironic.
worse, I guess. It's kind of funny." And the cop's like, "All right, dude." I have written here, we are 18 minutes into this movie. All of this has happened in 18 minutes. So no follow-up on the apartment fire. He owns nothing except the clothes on his back, except he somehow has outfit changes the rest of the movie.
Well, now he lives with
And
his estranged wife. You know, his ex-wife. Are they
oh,
are
he
they divorced?
doesn't.
Or is he divorced at this point?
Yes,
Okay,
I
so
assume.
I mean, he lives there metaphorically speaking. He's not gonna find his own spot. He's not gonna go find his own place because
No,
that's
he's
his
just
daughter.
homeless. Yeah, he's just homeless the rest of this movie. You never see him get anywhere else to
What do you
live.
mean? Come on.
And, and now he goes to his skeezy robber buddy whose car he stole is a bartender now. And he's like, hey, I'll do a little crime. Guy's like, all right, I got an easy crime. Here's money.
Sick.
And hard cut to a bunch of kids outside. I just assume there's a hard cut every time. There are no transitions in this movie.
Absolutely none.
We're now at the bus on what I assume is field trip day.
Yep.
There's some rich nerd kid who's probably a favorite character in this movie, trying to bring a bunch of bags. Like, oh, I've got my medicines in this one. As
My
Lisa
diet
Simpson.
foods.
Yes, diet foods. 2011, it's epic. And Lisa Simpson's like, but you can bring one bag. He's like, wow, dude, come on, and just
But they're
annoys
all
her.
essential. I need them to live.
Yes,
And she's
she's
like,
like,
fine, whatever. We're already late. I have a headache. Just get on the bus.
and I think we also figure out that there's some annoying rich girl that's on this bus,
Yes.
and yeah,
Who's
We're-
planning to meet a cosmetic surgeon to get lip implants to look like Jessica Simpson.
yes, Jessica Simpson, because it's 2011.
2011.
This kid's like 12.
Yep.
But-
Jessica Simpson in 2011.
Yep.
Huh?
And now we start cutting between the bank robbery and the bus.
Yep.
So things are going all over the place now. They're really getting their directing on. Ray is in a car with the shiftiest people of all time.
Truly.
And they're like, all right, we're going to go do a crime. And because it's 2011, the shifty guys put on masks of George W. Bush, Dick Cheney, and Condoleezza Rice
Yep.
and go to rob whatever it is, as Ray sits in his just generic SUV as he's the getaway driver.
Yeah,
we
like
get
I
a-
said, Payday Gang.
Yeah, we get a flashback to Ray letting his 5-year-old daughter drive.
Mm-hmm.
And she smashes the curb as she's pointing. He's like, hey, good job, kid. And this provokes Ray, who now can see that the bus is like just down the street from him, and he sees his daughter get on it.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a bank right next to the school for some
Yes,
reason.
he disconnects from the server. He says, "I'm done with this."
yes, that is being robbed by people with guns, and he's just like, I can't do this anymore. So he gets out of the car, takes the keys with them, throws them just on the side of the street for whatever reason,
Yeah,
and he goes to the bus, and he's like, hello, I'm the chaperone. And we find out that the redhead kid that likes Sun Tzu is also illegally running a fireworks operation because he's calling his dealer in New Orleans
Yep.
to set up a buy. Back at the robbery in the bank, we get another theme of this movie, which is just people being really chill about guns being waved at them. Because the person in the Condi mask is waving his gun just at one of the bank employees, and she's like laughing at him. But I just think the mask is funny. It's not a joke, as he's pointing a gun at her. People just do not give a shit about guns.
Dude, that shit they pulled up to didn't even look like a bank either. It just looked like they just
No.
showed up at a.
No,
It's not.
they had no location. I think this was just a building they hung out outside of for 3 minutes, I think.
You want to go in, and it's just like an office building. It's just like, yeah,
It did
I'm
look,
gonna rob
yeah,
this.
it looked like your local shitty like realtor office. But I guess it's a bank.
Yeah, good
so
thing that
they-
$6 million they couldn't get on site.
Yeah, and then they successfully get a bag of money and get in the car, and they take a solid minute to realize that Ray is just not sitting there
Mm-hmm.
anymore. And then they'll go, well, first they go, wait, they don't know we robbed this bank. We can sit here, as you hear police sirens, and they wait, and they go, actually were going to run.
Yep.
So they get out of the car that is parked in front of the bank that just got robbed after thinking for a minute, nah, they won't notice. Um, One guy has the bag of money. And now we cut to the bus, and Ray's like, hello, daughter, I'm the chaperone. And she says, go away, I hate you. And then we go back to the robbery. Robber with money bag falls over the pile of bags that are outside of the bus from the children, and just runs away again until a cop absolutely demolishes him with his car.
Yep.
And assumedly the bags get thrown into the bus by this stoner that they've hired to drive it. Shout out
Yep.
to Nick, I think.
Yep. Good old Nick.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
and
one of the three robbers has been murdered by a policeman. The other two are just running around a neighborhood, and they point a gun at a lady who is also very nonplussed about the gun, and take her car keys.
Yeah, you're not going to work today, lady. Oh, why not? Because we have guns, and we're taking your car.
Oh,
That's not a joke. That is what happens.
And she just stands there and
Yeah.
watches them get in their car and drive away.
She's like, well, okay, I guess. So they get in the car, and now they are just driving down the road. We have gone immediately from residential neighborhood to just the freeway. And they see Ray on the field trip bus. And they start chasing him, but they drive right into a diaper truck.
Yep.
a diaper truck.
It's a diaper. Yeah, it's a diaper truck. Then they steal the diaper truck because their car is now messed up, but the diaper truck is too strong.
So
Out.
is it like two movies at this point? We're just like watching Triple H hang out with his kid, and then you got these goofy ass bank robbers trying to figure out where Triple H is.
Yes.
Fair
Kind
enough.
Well,
of,
they
yeah.
know where he is. They just gotta get him, and hijinks ensue.
Okay.
Like, I think I've covered, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes of this movie at this point since the last check-in. So much happens, man. Like, I'm on page 2 of my notes. There's 5 here. So then the cops find the keys to the van. Oh no, Ray's fingerprints are on it. They're gonna think he did it. Oh. Back on the bus. Ray gets hit with a spitball. And he
Yeah,
tells the bus driver to pull over, and he proceeds to threaten children.
Yeah,
He
you
literally-
speed up that Sun Tzu kid, dude.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah.
literally yells, "I'm the chaperone."
Yes.
Yep,
He
we
says-
got the movie title.
He says, "I've got a headache the size of the moon, and don't test me or it'll get ugly." So this large man who has come out of nowhere and has earlier manhandled 2 children is now just screaming and threatening physical violence to them. But they shut up, and Lisa Simpson's like, "You probably shouldn't do that." And he's like, "Yeah, but it worked." And she's like, "You're right."
Ugh.
Because it's an epic kids these days don't punish their kids anymore and they're all bad thing.
Is that when Triple H steals the van? Or was that
He
after the
doesn't-
museum? We're not at the museum yet, are we?
Yeah, no, we're not even to the museum. He commandeers the bus after the museum.
Okay, there's a lot of the same shit.
Yep.
Yes. Yes, there's not many locations in this movie.
How does
And
it feel
Ray
like
sits
we're
down.
everywhere else?
Yeah. Ray gets asked by a sad guy, "How do you talk to women?" He's like, "What if you brushed your teeth and didn't talk literally all the time?" The guy's like, "You're right." But then some taller kid that Ray's daughter seems to have a crush on, comes over and is like, "Hey, I was a big fan of how you threatened all of us children. That was cool."
Yep.
And she's like, "That's my dad." Because she wants to fuck this guy.
Yeah.
Now we go to a hospital. Another location for about 2 minutes. The guy the cops demolished with the car is in a full body cast
No.
and on tons of painkillers and mumbles something about a pretty bus and falls asleep.
Yep.
And they figure out that they're on a field trip, I guess.
Yep.
And now we go back to the robbers, who call the principal of the school and say, "Hey, I've got a niece on this bus." And the principal is like, yeah, I don't know who you are, what your name is. I can't just give you a travel itinerary for children. And the robber's like, come on, dude, I've got her insulin bag. She needs it. Principal was, okay, fine.
Yeah,
Here's the
sure.
entire schedule.
Yep.
Well, also, he says, oh, wait, hold on, I forgot. It's like the robber says, I'm a lawyer. If she dies, I'll sue you. Principal's like, okay, here's the entire itinerary. Then the robbers hang up. So they know where they're supposed to be at certain time. So they are driving the diaper truck to the museum. And now we're at the museum. Ray yells at children again. We go in the museum. The person that's supposed to give the tour has called in sick. And they're like, get the fuck out of here, children. We can't just let you look at the museum, I guess.
And they applaud because they didn't want to do that anyway.
That's correct. And but if you remember from the first scene of the movie in Ray's big cardboard box of books, there was one about dinosaurs.
Yes,
This is
and he's-
Ray's. This is his
I'm
time.
sorry.
Ray has played
He's
Ark
pogging.
Survival Evolved.
Oh no.
He knows about dinosaurs.
He knows about dinosaurs and siphoning blood. So this is definitely his way in. He's so happy.
It's true. Ray has tamed the Quetzalcoatl and put a platform saddle on it. He can talk about Oviraptors.
Yeah.
And he proceeds to have a weird passive-aggressive fight with his daughter via Oviraptor in front of all of these children.
Everyone
He's
is
like,
confused.
this thing takes care of eggs. It's a good parent. And the daughter's like, but it was, what if it's never around and it was bad? And Triple H is like, hey man, come on. And then that scene ends because the robbers are here.
No.
Yes.
and- Ray sees them and says, hey, you guys should leave, actually. I'm gonna go do something else. And he sends the children away with the sad teacher.
And then pulls the fire alarm on the whole museum.
Yes. Ray's getting the children out, like an hour early. Because he says, we gotta go. Oh, it's because they've gotta go somewhere. I don't know. Like, we're gonna run out of time.
Yeah.
And then they meet in the bathroom. This is a wrestling movie starring a wrestler. Until now, there has been no physical combat, really. And this is one of the 2 times it happened, so really savor this. They go into the bathroom. Some kid is taking a shit
His
and
dad
just
is-
talking. So this whole fight is happening in front of a 3-year-old shitting and his dad, who are in a stall.
Yep.
And the robbers are like, hey, we saw the money go on the bus. You've double-crossed us. And Ray's like, what? And then they fight, and he just beats them up real easy.
Breaks one of them their noses.
Yeah, punches show, and one of them breaks their nose. The other one just hits him a few times. They lay on the bathroom floor. And Ray's like, I'll get you your money. I don't have it, though. I'm sorry. Back outside. They're an hour ahead of schedule. Nick, the bus driver, isn't here. They don't have a driver. Who do they know that can drive?
Who's a good getaway driver?
A getaway driver and a chaperone?
I can do that.
Crazier than you'd think.
Dude, how could they do
Triple
that
H-
to Nick?
Yeah, Triple H commandeers the bus.
No.
The cops search the diaper truck. Nick wanders out of the museum later with a dinosaur stuffed and was like, I thought I parked here.
Yep.
Listen, I know we're spoiling it, but how the fuck did he find them?
Who knows? Never explained.
He just shows up later on and he's like, hey, I'm here. I'm back as the bus driver.
Oh no,
wa-
because in the furor of the fire that's in the museum, he told the teacher, "Don't worry, just call Nick and tell him to meet us at the hotel." And
Oh,
we'll be fine."
okay. Fair enough.
Fair enough. Nick still presumably had to call a cab, but
Yeah.
whatever. And he's calling
Yes.
a cab, and he's calling a cab.
This was pre-Uber.
Yeah.
And his
2011,
stomach is
was
sick.
it was it pre-Uber?
Who
It was
knows?
close. Anyway, now we're in a different location. I think the French Quarter, they show a sign of a building, then they just hang out by a river near a bridge. So, Ray sneaks out of the bus as the kids leave to find the money bag and just drop it off to the robbers who have arrived in a cab. There's a lot of cabs in this movie.
Yes.
Uh, so he's going across the street to give them the money, but the police show up and they see the robbers. Oh no!
But
They're
they
like,
don't see Ray.
no, they do. He's across the street.
No, but they didn't. They didn't. No, they did
Yes,
not see Ray
yes.
with the money bag.
Yes, the police. Yes, the cops don't see Ray. They don't have a face to his fingerprint yet, I think.
Nope.
But they know the robbers, assumably from a camera. So the robbers are like, oh no, Ray tricked us again. He was going to get us arrested, and they leave. And then Ray's like, well, and throws the money bag back onto the bus. So Ray has continued to endanger children.
Yep.
And now his daughter and her crush are talking and have a really cringe conversation about being different. Remember what you posted on your social media when you were 12? This is what they talk about.
That's unfortunate.
When you and all your friends were like, huh, everybody these days listens to Jessica Simpson. I listen to, like, The Cure or whatever.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, one of those talks near a bridge. Yeah, so they have a talk. Sally's mom calls to check in, but Marvin's getting wacky with the universal remote, so she doesn't understand anything Sally's saying, doesn't know Ray's there.
Yep.
I guess. Back to the robbers again. They're in a different cab that they found and escaped the police off camera. This movie is an hour and 40 minutes long, and we don't get an explanation for half of what happens in this movie. And they go to break into an old warehouse that this guy's like, my friend uses this for crime, but the crime men are here, and they all point guns at each other, but then it's fine, and they're all friends again.
Yep. My New Orleans connection. Ah, hey, they're still in here.
Yeah. They break the padlock off, and everybody points guns at each other. It's, yeah.
Put
And
your
now
guns
we're at
down. No, you put your guns down. You shot my lock. He's right, boss. You did shoot his lock.
My
It
bad,
was a
dog.
nice lock.
That's a direct... He's not kidding. That is what happens.
I actually paid attention to this movie.
I'm
For
sorry.
no reason.
I'm sorry I put you all through this. Oh yeah, didn't you watch it on Tubi?
I watched it on Tubi with ads.
What?
Jesus.
This, like, rewatching this for the first time in years, like through 2x speed, looks like a Tubi movie. So when you said Tubi, makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna be real with you. 6 million? For what?
It's gotta be Hunter, man.
Yeah, that all went to Hunter, and then what 500,000 went to the movie?
I don't even think that.
Well, they had to get, like, Ariel Smith and who else? Yardley.
Yeah.
Or Ariel
okay,
Winter
yeah.
and Yardley Smith. My bad.
Yeah, that's right. They had, yes, Lisa Simpson and Hunter got everything but 100 grand.
Yeah. They each got a bunch of nobodies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I got some good stuff to talk about after the review is over, because I found a website about TV tropes.
Oh boy, there's a TV tropes for this?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody. We still got another hour and a half of this movie, probably. So,
It's almost done.
now we're at the hotel, finally. We're gonna be here a lot. This is one of the sets they paid for. Lisa Simpson says, you kids better stay inside here for 2 hours until the next event. And Rich Girl's like, I'm gonna go get my lip injections. And Fireworks Kid is gonna go meet with his content. Nick is here. Ray says a bunch of bullshit to Nick and gets the money bag out of the bus. And then proceeds to just take the money out and start touching all of it. So now his prints are on it.
Mm-hmm.
For no apparent reason. And then he calls the robbers and is like, listen, I'm not trying to swang dangle you, I swear. I just want to give you your money back.
And they're like, bullshit.
Yeah. And
We're on to you.
yeah, because they've seen the other robber throw the money in the bag, and then the cops try to arrest them at the first drop. But Ray's like, come on, I swear it wasn't me. So while he's talking with these robbers, his daughter knocks on the door because I don't know, her crush thinks he's cool or whatever, and is like, "Hey, what if we got food?" And he's like, "All right, I got to do a thing in 2 hours though." Then he tells the robbers, "I'll be there in 2 hours at your warehouse with the money."
Yeah, I got a thing.
Yeah, and then robber, the not leader robber is like, "Do you still think he's fucking us?" And one's like, "Yeah, I've got another idea." And then Ray gets separated from Sally for a second, asks her crush what kids these days like. Uh, Lisa Simpson is trying to flirt with the sad guy, and Ray comes over and he's like, "Hey, can I take my daughter to not here?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure." So he takes Cringe daughter to an old music store so they can talk about how it's being different is fun, and they like old music. Apparently, Ray's biggest source of hope in the clink was Frank Sinatra music.
Hey, Dad, I listened to this new artist called Death Grips. Honey, I'm listening to I'm listening to Frank Sinatra, pal. Don't you ever talk to me about Death Grips. Okay.
Ooh, woo, death whips.
They
Yes,
say.
ooh, death whips.
Is that what they sound like?
I don't know.
Emerald,
It's
please.
2011.
Ooh, ooh. No, we're not there yet. What was that? What
Alright.
happened in 2011? Ah.
Yeah.
Ruben Steuben is sorry for 2011 now. Anyway, so now they're eating food, I think, and apparently for 5 of the 7 years Ray was in prison, he didn't write Sally any letters
Oh,
because he's like, "I thought you were better off without me," and he was right. Uh, but then I started listening to Frank Sinatra and this radio psychologist, so I started writing you stuff. And she's like, "Okay," his daughter's like, "Okay, yeah, but still, you didn't write me anything for my mom for 5 years. That's not like a thing you can do." And Ray's like, "What? What do you mean me being in prison and not talking to you made your lives harder and worse? I can't believe it."
Yeah, you
And then
know.
the cops show up at the hospital and they question Lisa Simpson about Ray. And she's like, "Oh yeah, that guy. He's the chaperone. He went here." And Lisa Simpson tries to gather all the kids together, half of which are missing.
when the detectives find Lisa Simpson, it's like, have you seen this man? Do you know where he went? Because they told her that he is a suspect in a bank robbery, and she's like, no, wait, yes, and I lost my fucking shit because that was the shittiest acting I've ever seen.
Yardley
I'm
Smith is
sorry.
incapable of sounding like anything but Lisa Simpson, by the way.
Yeah.
That's just her voice.
But her face, how it just like doesn't express emotion.
Listen, she's had a lot of plastic surgery, leave her alone.
Are you gonna make fun of her eyes next?
No, I already did that.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, no, he did. I remember this. Editor Ty will go back and base boost that.
I don't remember whether it was before we started or after we started.
I think it was
Well-
after, but either way, yeah,
I'll edit it
her
in.
eyes are close together.
Emerald, you're getting edited
Anyway.
in. You're getting edited out, pal. You're going at the beginning and the end. Editor
Cool.
Ty, make that happen.
All right, yeah, recursive review. Go ahead, Editor Ty. So now, okay. So Lisa Simpson has just ratted out Ray, and is gathering the kids. Ray sends Sally back to the hotel. He says, "I'm gonna take a walk toward a bridge." But actually, he's gonna go deliver the money. And Sally, back in the hotel, sees a TV story about how Ray is a suspect in a robbery, and she's really heckin' peeved. And we cut back to Ray's ex-wife's house, and Marvin has arranged a violin man to come in quietly. He seems to be setting up for probably a proposal or something.
There's a ring. That's what it looks like.
Yes, and Ray's ex-wife is upstairs getting ready, and there's a TV in the background, and she sees the TV report about how Ray is a wanted criminal again. And she's also mad, and is like, "Marvin, I'm leaving." And Marvin's like, "Oh man, now I can't do the engagement."
Oh.
Another scene that means nothing. So back toward wherever they are at this point. Oh no, Sally's just magically found wherever Ray is, even though he said, "I'm just gonna take a walk." He's at a park or some shit. I don't know. But she's like, "What? How? Why would you do a robbery again?" And he's like, "I didn't. It's all a big misunderstanding. I swear." And she's like, "Yeah, okay, kid," and just walks away. And Ray's like, "No, no, listen, I'm different now. I swear, please." And for whatever reason, she believes him and follows him to go do his, crime.
I'm just trying to be a good dad.
Yeah. So Ray now, in the quest of being a good dad, recruits his daughter to help him exchange money with armed men who think
Good.
he's evil. So he goes, "Sally, I can't get into the hotel because the cops are there, but you can. You go get the money bag." So she does. She just gets it
Yep.
Okay.
and has a really weird talk with Nick and walks back to Ray. And Ray at this point, having the only moment of self-realization he has in this movie, I think, goes, "Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go hide the money, and I'm gonna turn myself into the police. Because by being here, I've just put everybody in harm's way, and I made a really bad mistake." And he's just correct here.
Yep.
But then the robbers show up and just grab Sally and him.
Uh, one of the one of the tropes that I read about, I thought that can't have happened. That can't. They just did it at the end of the movie. I didn't even remember that scene.
Yeah, they just
We'll
get
yell
him.
about. We'll yell about that later. Keep going, but my jaw hit the floor. Oh hey,
And now I'm pretty yeah. Now Ray's at this warehouse, the crime warehouse,
Yep.
with the other guys that are the crime friends, and he has the money, and he goes to give it back, but for some reason they try to fight him.
Yep.
You know, he's just gonna give him the money back. And this is the second fight, and I think the only other one in the movie.
Yep.
We get some really bad slow-mo fights
Very bad.
of Triple H fighting three people at once. You don't need the slow-mo.
Bruh.
Triple H is a trained fucking wrestler. He can
Yeah, but they needed it for the guys.
Yes, he's a stunt man. He literally is a stunt man. You don't need to do really slow-mo bad fighting. You don't need the slow-mo. When did 300 come out?
2006.
Was this... Okay, well, then I don't know why.
Man,
I don't know why they chose to do this.
maybe Sucker
But-
Punch was a big example for them.
Oh,
Another
that might be true.
another Zack Snyder
movie-
film.
Yeah, that might as well have been a WWE Studios movie.
Honestly, I'm surprised not.
Yeah, so they have a really bad fight, and he wins and knocks out two of the guys. Then one of them gets up, picks up a big stick, and starts waving it around like he's a cool fight guy. And then he just
Yeah.
runs away.
Yeah, because Triple H picks up a metal pipe.
Yeah,
And it's like, guess it's just you and me. And he's like, you know what? No, I'm out. Peace. Leaves.
yeah. And now we
Instead of
cut.
hitting him with the...
And now we cut to a graveyard in broad daylight. It seems like a pretty open area.
How the
And these two guys are just
With
openly holding guns and holding the kid at gunpoint.
Yep.
dude? How the fuck
And they
did
call-
he get a taxi to the middle of a graveyard?
Hey, listen, the taxi men know these graveyards. They got. I don't know if they put this kid
It's
in
New
a cab
Orleans!
or if they walked her, but yeah, they're just in a graveyard of undetermined size in what seems to be a public area with a kid and guns, and nobody calls the police.
Nope.
So, and then they call Ray and they're like, "Hey, we have your kid. Here's what we're
Yep.
gonna do." And then the scene cuts, and we don't know what the plan actually is. And we cut. I think we go back to the hotel for a second because Fireworks Kid is back with his fireworks.
He's like, am I in trouble? No, there's something going on. Just sit down. And he's like,
Yes.
because he sees the cops and he's like, oh no.
Yeah, they're gonna get me, but they're not here for him. It's fine. So then we get back. Ray is in the graveyard. Shout to Orland's taxi. Put it in the work.
That's
There are
right.
so many cabs in this movie. Ray seems to have some kind of plan set up with the cab driver and hands them like a few $100s.
Yeah.
Like, I trust you're the only one I can trust now.
This is the last of my money in the whole world.
So he gets out. Robert puts a gun to Ray's head, and Ray's like, "I'll give you the money when Sally gets back in the cab." And she gets back in the cab, and the
Okay.
cab peels out immediately, which seems to have been the plan, I guess. And then the robbers open the bag, and it's got pillows on it.
Because
Whoa, no.
there were two identical bags, one that had clothes and one that had the money, and his daughter grabbed the wrong bag.
And
Sally
then,
in the cab realizes what she has done
as she sees her father being
somehow.
executed, and the movie
Yeah.
takes a really dark turn at that point.
So she starts trying to fight this adult driving the cab, and he's like, "Nah, your dad told me to do this." And they leave.
You're a scary kid, but your dad's scarier.
Yeah.
True.
And then back in the grave, he's like, "God fucking damn it. Why can't I? Why? Why is this happening? I just want to give them money." And then he starts trying to sell his robbers on his radio psychologist.
Yep.
And they, I guess, don't buy it.
Nope.
And we're back at the hotel again. They're getting their money's worth. The cops are questioning her, and Sally's like, "He didn't do anything, and I'm not going to tell you where he is." And they're like, "Okay, kid, go run along." Then we get the kids talking to each other. Sally's crush apparently has an app that can track any iPhone.
Yes.
Yeah, on
This
the
is-
iPad, dude.
Yeah, the way it was discussed, this seems to be just a thing you could have in 2011, is you could track any iPhone anywhere.
Yep.
So
That's why I don't buy Apple products.
So now, Fireworks Kid and Rich Nerd Kid pull up to the meeting.
Because Rich Nerd Kid, whose name's Simon, MVP of the movie, wrote a book about how to triangulate phone signals and track them, sent it to the CIA, who dismissed it as it was a 13-year-old boy's just imagination. But the thing worked, and they could track Ray's phone to where he was being held.
Yeah, this kid Minority Report hacks the planet. The other $5,000 of this budget went to the special effects on this iPad. It's remarkable stuff. So they hack the planet and they figure out where Ray is. And they all whisper in it where we can't hear it, and they make yet another plan. Alright, we're finally on the last page of the plot here.
Woo!
Woo!
Okay. So they're in the hotel and they can't leave because it's on lockdown, right? They need to figure out how to get out of there. So Fireworks Kid runs into the bathroom, drops a bunch of fireworks on the ground and lights them, and runs out of the bathroom saying somebody has a gun in there. And then the fireworks go off and the police are like, "Oh no," and go run to the bathroom.
Gets him real good.
Yeah. So in the chaos, the crew plus Rich Girl, who's like, "My lip injections are so bad," also comes with them.
Because she has a crush on the kid
Right.
that Sally has a crush on, and it's like, no, he's mine.
Right. Right. So botched lip injection girl is now also in there with
Yep.
them. With Fireworks Kid, Nerd Kid, Sally, and Sally's crush.
Yes.
So, yeah, the kids go to the bus. Nick is sitting in it for some reason. I guess Nick lives in this bus. They say,
Yeah,
"Hey,
he's a
Lisa
bus
Simpson." Yeah, Lisa Simpson needs to talk to you. So he goes, "Yeah, okay," and leaves. And leaves the keys in the bus. And
Holy
Sally,
shit!
who had been
He's just Otto from The Simpsons.
yes,
Whoa,
he
dude.
is.
Yes.
So, so the children now commandeer the bus, and Sally drives it like her dad taught her to when she was 5. So this kid is now just driving a bus through the town. Cut back to the warehouse, the one warehouse they've always had.
Yep.
Ray's getting beaten up and interrogated. No signs of physical damage. There is no makeup on Triple H.
Nope.
He is so strong.
Yep. And Ruben and Steuben are just weak, flimsy-armed men. punching a brick house.
Again,
Man.
Ray is not afraid of guns. So Sally and the bus arrive at the warehouse. It's like, hey, there's 2 guys with guns here, and we're 5 kids. We're gonna get them. And they go, Fireworks Kid says, I've read Sun Tzu.
Let's
I've got
get
a
'em.
plan. And Nerd Kid provides them all with comms. So we don't. Again, the plan is made off screen. This is like the 3rd time this has happened in 20 minutes.
Yep.
And so they set up in the warehouse, ready to assault these grown men that both have guns and are pointing a gun at another grown man, but they do not care. Fireworks get set off as a distraction. Rich girl is in the bus and she calls the police, mostly whining about her botched lip injection. But it's like, hey, there's bad things happening in here.
But they can't understand her because of her botched lip injections.
That's correct. So then the robbers split up to investigate what is happening here. Fireworks Kid finds a sword and threatens one of the robbers with it. And the robber just pulls the...
In like a frame by frame like recreation of that one scene in that one Indiana Jones movie where the cool swordsman does a cool trick, but then Indy just shoots him dead because he didn't want to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the robber just pulls a gun on a kid. And the kid runs away. Yeah, the kid runs away, then the robber chases, but he falls on some Mardi Gras beads that one of them threw on the floor. And he's done. He failed and hit at his head.
Yeah, the wind knocked right at him.
Didn't he start bleeding from his nose then?
No, he's always been bleeding. From the nose.
Okay, he's just been profusely bleeding throughout the movie.
Yeah, he's stupid. It makes sense. Ray is releasing the ropes he's tied up on just enough to drop his phone and somehow call the radio lady, who I now know is named Dr. Marjorie. So,
Marge.
I guess that's her name. And then the kids just free him. The kids get there, and they're like, okay. And Ray has the money bag from wherever he had it. Or they brought it? I don't remember.
Yeah, they brought it.
Okay. So Ray now has the money bag. He's like, guys, to the robbers, like, just fucking take the goddamn bag, I swear. And they're like, no. I'm going to talk about how we did all of it. You didn't do anything, and I'm gonna kill you right now.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of just taking the bag and leaving.
Yes, and all that is happening because Ray called the radio station, got him on the line, where they now have a recorded confession from them, and also the fact that they let Ray take the blame for when he first got arrested and sent him to prison.
Yes, Dr. Marjorie has put this call through of somebody may be about to die and crime happening on the radio.
Yeah.
So the robber fires a fucking gun at a kid live on audio, or is about to, but then the cops get there in about, 17 seconds.
How'd they do
like,
that?
Put your hands up, buddy. And the robber's like, oh, they got us. So outside, Ray is very briefly arrested for, being an accessory to a felony. But then, based on this one-sided radio audio, even though, again, he's also endangered his kid, the cop's like, all right, it's fine, I guess.
Yeah, why'd Seth MacFarlane's like, you did a good job, Ray.
Yeah.
And Ray's like, thanks, man.
And
then
Sally's ex, Ray's ex rolls up after Ray has been let off the hook for several felonies and slaps him. That's for endangering my kid. And Sally's like, Mom, he's good. I swear. After he put her life in danger just so many times and didn't talk to them for several years and went to prison for his stupid robber friends instead of thinking about them for a second at all. It's like, no, he's a good dad, I swear, don't hit him. So she hits him again. She's like, that's for not talking to me for 5 years.
It's like, I deserve that.
Then she hits him again, and she says, this is for me dating Marvin. You made me do this. And Ray's like, beans.
Yeah. And the ex is like, I could still get you arrested. His ex is the only smart person here, and she probably should have him get arrested.
Yeah.
But then Ray and Sally do a handshake. And the ex is like, all right, you're fine, I guess. So, now toward now we get a graphic that shows a short time later. Ray, I think, has gotten a new job, and he's getting on a first date, and it's with his ex-wife. What?
What?
Oh,
What?
he's gonna get her back. Fuck you, Marvin, with your stable job and never endangering children and going to prison.
Yeah, but he's a little
Yes.
weird and bald.
But
So
he was the second he meets Ray, he became completely insecure because he's this short, balding man, and he next to Triple H.
Yes, the
Very
beta.
awkward and sad.
Yes, the Virgin Marvin versus the Chad Triple H.
it's exactly like Monday Night Raw.
It's true. It really is. It really is. So he's got his ex-wife back and his daughter back, and now he's on Dr. Marjorie's network as another fake radio doctor. And the leader robber, his name is LaRue apparently. This is the only place I note that. Calls him from prison and is like, "Hey, man, how do I be not bad?" And Ray's like, "You should start by us sleeping up against the wall." And because he's gonna get the funny 2011 worded in prison. Get it?
Yeah.
And the movie ends.
Yep.
Yeah, that is apparently one of the tropes. Prison 2011 word. Like, what? Implied fate for LaRue when Ray warns him over the phone to sleep with his back against the wall. All while another inmate stands behind him whispering and making kissy faces at him as he stays frozen and terrified.
Yeah, that inmate was also behind Triple H as he was calling the radio from the prison.
And he smacked him up against the head with that phone. I didn't realize it was a callback to the beginning.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, there was some stuff I didn't talk about, but yeah, there's an hour and 40 minutes, everybody. It took me, I don't know, an hour to get through it.
Yeah. I will say, this is not a good movie, but it is a good bad movie.
That's what I like to hear. It's not a boring bad movie, because if it was boring, then we wouldn't have this much to talk about.
No. It's like a moment where you miss it and you're like, what the fuck? What did he just say? What just happened? What did I miss?
Yeah, if you stop paying attention for, like, I don't know, 20 seconds of this movie, you've missed 7 scenes.
Because they're all hard cuts. There's no transition.
There's never a transition.
This this movie is very good. You want to know why?
What's its Rotten Tomatoes score?
Before I get into that, I got a user review for you from OP Lover 33. I'm just gonna do a little bit. This film does not, in all caps, disappoint. I originally streamed it off Netflix. Curious, seeing that Triple H was in the title. Again, very impressive. A must-see indeed. 8 out of 10.
Ooh, buddy.
Let me see the RT for this.
All right, Rotten Tomatoes score, 29%.
Ooh.
Audience score of 43.
All right.
That's pretty good. That's not bad.
It's not good.
What do you mean?
Oh, Ariel Winter was currently in Modern Family when this movie came out.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
I feel old.
Triple H was in Blade Trinity?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Lou Lumenick from the New York Post said, "The Chaperone is dreadful enough to make you wish Dwayne The Rock Johnson was still making movies."
Damn.
Why would you guys say that?
Oh.
Lou, come on. Lou, Triple H ain't that bad.
Which is weird because, Dwayne The Rock Johnson is still making movies.
Is he?
Yeah.
What's he made lately? What's he made lately past Black Adam after he was very sad that it didn't do well?
Well, don't forget the Jumanji movies.
Yeah, well. Yeah, but
I've got a 5-star Google review from Sam Lenahan here.
Oh, give me.
That says, It was really good because it has Triple H in it, because he is the game
Ah.
of the King of Kings. He is the CEO of the WWE. 5 stars. One person found this helpful.
We found Joe's burner account.
Damn.
Magana Kartha, 5 stars. Haven't seen, but enjoyed its aura.
What do you mean?
Andy Wynn.
Enjoyed its aura.
Andy Wynn, all caps. The chaperone is my inspiration to get jacked.
Oh shit.
I mean, okay.
Milika Vekic, 5 stars. Am coming, the chaperone 2011. See him Triple H house.
Yes, I love Triple H house.
Jesus.
I have a interview with Triple H about the chaperone, and it said what drew you to the role of Ray. And I won't quote the whole thing, but he says it wasn't the role itself that drew me in, but it was the script. When I read it, I thought it was fun. It had a cute story. I thought it would really make a great family movie that kids would like. Thank you, Based H.
I suppose kids would like it because nothing takes more than 10 seconds.
Yeah.
They also asked him what it was like to be on such a set working with actors like Annabeth Gish and Kevin Corrigan. And then he kind of like ignores it, and then he goes, "Hey, you know Ariel Winter? She's really good. I better bring my A game or she's gonna smoke me. This little girl's for real."
This little girl's for real.
That's what he said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotta love Blade Trinity. Well, you know what? Hold on, Emerald. Have you ever seen any of the Blade movies?
I've seen the first 3 Blade movies. Yes.
Okay, so Triple H was in the third one.
Bullshit.
I'm not. I'm not lying.
Now hold on. Was he naked face or did he have facial hair?
He had naked face. He was. Let me look. He was
That's why I didn't recognize him.
He played Jarko Grimwood.
Hang on, I'm gonna look this up. Blade 3, Triple H. Oh!
Yeah.
Okay. I see it.
Yeah,
now.
he vamping.
Whoo, buddy. What the fuck? I'm gonna say it right now. I don't know what they did to Triple H in that movie, but he he looks like shit. What's his name? No. Hang on.
Well, I'm excited for whatever this is.
I'm ready.
Hang on. I gotta look up another guy.
All right, we gotta look up a guy, everybody.
We looking up the dude. Oh, also, real quick,
He looks like a shaved face Steven Seagal.
I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
All right, we need that match. Book it, H. WrestleMania 40. Let's have Steven Seagal versus Triple H.
Please.
They're about the same age.
User C4P, who has a clown profile pic, says 1 star. CM Punk, greater than sign Triple H, then now forever.
Oh yeah, it was the Punk, the Summer Punk.
This was written a month ago.
Yeah, you're right.
These 2 pictures. Look at these 2 pictures. It's just different hair colors. They're almost the same guy.
Holy shit, dude. No way. Oh. Man.
You have to put these 2 images up on screen.
No, they'll be up.
people can see.
Yeah, they'll be up. Editor Ty's getting better, I think, at putting pictures in the It's a lot harder than you think. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I mean, I'm not Editor Ty. Editor Ty yelled at me.
My videos.
What do you mean?
I don't cut stuff. I don't put stuff up. I just make it.
You hit him. You hit him with the
Oh yeah. Well, see, no, my videos I read off a script, so.
Who do you think would win in an war? Would it be Narum or Joe?
Joe.
Yeah, Joe hits you with I'm
Yep.
in
Well, is it number of us or is it total time span of us? Because they're two different things.
so Narum quick cuts his in his
Yeah.
sentences, and Joe just doesn't know what the hell to say sometimes. So he just kind of goes this and that. Equally.
You gotta understand. You gotta understand that what smack up does to your brain.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, we put all the uhs on smack up because we raw down, baby. We professional speakers and professional movie reviewers now. Is that the end?
I like that. Yeah, I like that as the end. Oh, I didn't know we had the soundboard. Fuck.